Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to this week 12 module video. And for this week 12, we're going to be covering exam 2. So let's go ahead and look through our overview and learning objectives for this exam 2 week. So by the end of this module, we're going to review successfully for this exam 2. That means reviewing your notes, lecture videos, self-check assignments, lab assignments, XYZ homework discussions, and some of your outside sources that you've been using. So after that, we're going to successfully take an exam in this online format. And the way this exam 2 is going to work out is very similar to how exam 1 week was worked out as well. So we're going to have a practice exam on XYZ with a limited amount of versions of a question. And they're going to have exam 2 where you only get one shot at a question. And then after exam 2, you need to submit your work for every problem after you finish your exam 2, so 15 minutes after that. So it is very similar to the structure of exam 1 week. And after all your exam 2 work, you need to post a self-reflection discussion where you have a problem from your exam 2 that you struggle with, or maybe you did think you did really well, and then you want to respond to 2 classmates' posts. So that's what's going on this week. So none of our usual assignments. It's just our practice exam, and self-reflection discussion. So if you're watching this video, you know that this video will be here in the module overview. Let's go ahead and look through the rest of this module. So right away, the first assignment is this XYZ practice exam that covers chapters 3 and 4. So this is due Friday. Let me go ahead and fix these settings, but it's actually due this Friday by midnight. So let me go ahead and fix that setting right now. Okay. So this is due by Friday midnight. So you have until now, until Friday midnight to complete this. And after Friday midnight, it will close and you can't open it again. So make sure you get that done by Friday midnight. So let me go ahead and save these settings. And yeah, that other practice exam, you get 3 versions of each question. Let's go ahead and read through the prompt. You have 3 versions of each question, but you have 3 attempts on each question. And then after the attempt, you get the 3 extra version, but you only get 3 versions. So it'll close before exam 2 opens, so you can go back and forth and check out some of the questions. So that's how practice exam 2 will work. Sorry about the time due date adjustment. So still going through this, then we have exam 2. I'm not going to preview it, but this is our exam 2. It'll open up for Saturday back at 12 a.m. So you have Saturday at 12 a.m. to Monday midnight, like last exam, to complete this. You have a time limit. You only get one shot at each question. And then let's go ahead and preview this as well. So this is our exam 2, covers chapters 3 and 4. It's time to exam. 2 hours and 15 minutes, like last time. You have a countdown clock, so make sure to keep track of that. Once you open it, you can't unopen it. So make sure you're sitting down, you're ready to go. And you must write down your solutions for each question. Okay, each question, you got to write something out. Once you're done, you have 15 minutes to submit your work. And then if you don't submit your work, then it's going to be an automatic 0 if you don't submit something within 15 minutes, okay? And then, even if you got a problem wrong, it'll show up as a 0 on XYZ, but then like I did with last exam, I'll look through your work and I'll look through your answers and I'll adjust the points to maybe half credit or maybe, 5 out of 7 or, etc. So that's really the breakdown for exam 2 is very similar. It remembers chapters 3 and 4. Okay, so let's go back to the rest of the module. So after exam 2, you need to submit your work for exam 2. This is where you'll submit your work, exam 2 work submission. And, once again, you'll get a 0 if you don't have a question written down. Okay, got to show all your work. Okay. After this, we have our exam 2 discussion. So this is due by Tuesday, your post, and then Wednesday is your responses. And once again, you just want to post a problem and self-reflect on something you struggle with, or maybe it was even something you think you did really well. Just go ahead and post a problem, give me a good explanation, like 4 to 5 sentences, and then make sure to respond to a couple of people with some similarities or insight. Okay, so that's our discussion assignment, and that's pretty much it for this exam 2 week. So no other assignments going on. We're not learning any new content. It's just exam 2 week. Focus on that. Get your practice exam done. Get your exam 2 done when it opens up. Make sure to do your reflection discussion. And then this concludes the second learning unit for this class. And then after the second learning unit, we really focused on derivatives and how they apply to some, finance or maybe even different types of sciences. But now we're going to be learning into the concept of antiderivatives and integration. Not sure if any of you have heard that before, but it's sort of the next step after derivatives, and we're going to learn how these can be applied in these sciences and finances as well. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions, let me know. But I'm going to be a lot stricter on submitting the work and making sure you complete it within the 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to be a lot more stricter. This time is a little lenient. Last time, just because of logistical issues, but this time it's going to be automatic, like no sort of debate. Okay, but that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.